Sean Ray here at the conclusion of the Arnold Classic Brazil with the champion, the Predator, once again in the winner's circle, Kai Green. Nice hardware.
Courtesy of Generation Iron. Hey, George, can you take this for me?
Absolutely. Generation Iron providing this interview with the champion, Kai Green, once again. Familiar territory, only a couple of short weeks ago in Australia, a couple of short weeks prior to that in Ohio. How does it feel to find yourself back in the winner's circle?
Well, you know what? I think I heard a great quote one time from a really, really insightful champion star. He said, champions don't make comebacks. He said they overcome setbacks. And that was you. I borrowed that from you.
It wasn't long ago I saw you crying your eyes out, and now it looks like everything kind of came to fruition. Sometimes you got to pick yourself up off the ground. How was that transition, going through those trials and tribulations? Because it seems to be the storyline in your life, and yet somehow or another you find the way to get to victory.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's not sometimes. It's every time. It's all the time. It's when you decide that your life is going to be filled with purpose and reason to live, reason to be worth the doing. So, you know, I don't think sometimes you got to pick yourself up. You always are going to have to pick yourself up, but then more importantly, you're going to have to keep reinforcing those steps with other subsequent steps and decisions that ultimately become your reason for living and purpose for doing what you do.
Guy, you're inspiring people all around the world. You gave Arnold his kudos for opening the doors for people like yourself, for all the guys that want to be the next Kai Green. Global travel, these Brazilians, how did they receive you here?
Well, you know what? They're always wonderfully warm. The reception every time we come here, whether we're on stage competing or we get a chance to just come here and, you know, do the other part of the business of the sport behind the scenes. We've been well received. The organization is intensely strong all over the world. Shout out and props to Rafael Santoja, the IFBB, Jim Mannion, and all of the international judging panel. You know.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me how important it is to have your boy George Farah right there through thick and thin, the ups and the downs, landing in victory.
Well, you know what, we've been growing. You know, we've been growing. It's not something that just started yesterday. You know, we've actually been working for a number of years now, and it's just a really good thing to see the product of a really well-developed relationship and what can be even better with more time and more development, just more opportunity to work together.
I got to ask the questions for the millions of fans watching around the world and all you people on Muscular Development. Will we see Kai Green in September in Las Vegas?
Well, right now, you know what? I'm really excited about the Arnold. I'm very excited about the wonderful work that, you know, Arnold and Bob Lower and the wonderful powers that are responsible for making this project what it is, and now taking it to have one on each continent, one of the 6 continents in the world.
South Africa. Will we see you in South Africa?
You know what? South Africa, we definitely expect to be out there. You know, I've never been, and I'm just really excited to be a part of the Arnold Classic movement.
George, let me ask you this. 46-year-old Dexter Jackson is planned on putting his stake in South Africa. Is that a battle that this guy's ready to take on?
No.
Is that a battle that he's ready for Kai?
There's no battle because Kai's not going to compete. I'm shutting it down. I don't want my guys competing against each other except at the Olympia, which is fair. You know what I mean?
So we could see him at the Olympia.
Yes.
All right, George.
Whoa.
We could.
We're definitely very supportive of what work is going on here at the Arnold Classic. Now, this is still not yet over. You know, there's still a lot of promotion and a lot of room for a lot of new development with new champions that will be coming up on the scene, both in the amateur ranks and a bunch of different sports that will be celebrated, highlighted, and shown to the world on the Arnold Classic stage.
All right, for the champion Kai Green, show him one more shot up close and personal. Courtesy of Generation Iron, you got your 2016 Arnold Classic Brazil champion right here, the Predator. Once again, for MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm Sean Ray.